Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about how the official E3 schedule has been revealed and what to expect from Take-Two Interactive. We know they are a confirmed participant, and does this new information bode well for seeing an appearance from Rockstar? We'll be talking about all of that in this video today, and a whole lot more. So E3 is just going to be starting in a couple of days, and here's the official schedule. There's been a couple of updates, but this looks to be final now. So on Saturday, June 12th, it's going to start with press conferences from Ubisoft, Gearbox, and GamesBeat. On Sunday, June 13th, you're going to have the Microsoft and Bethesda Games Showcase, as well as presentations from Square Enix, the PC Gaming Show, and the Future Games Show. And then Warner Brothers Games, Back 4 Blood, and 24 Entertainment will also happen. And then on Monday, this is when we get to hear from Take-Two Interactive. So the pre-show starts at 8 a.m. Pacific Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And I'll be sure to leave a time converter site in the description of this video so you know exactly when it's starting for where you are in the world. Hopefully many of you guys are out of school right now, or at least being able to take some sort of break from work or whatnot. So no matter what time it is, you should be able to tune in, at least hopefully. So there's going to be press conferences and presentations from Mythical Games, Freedom Games, Razer, and Capcom, as well as a diversity, equity, and inclusion panel discussion from Take-Two Interactive throughout the day. So it looks like Take-Two Interactive's press conference isn't necessarily going to be about anything other than diversity, equity, and inclusion, which all of those are very important topics, but it doesn't look like Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar, Red Dead Redemption, or any other game is going to be discussed there. If Take-Two Interactive does have a game planned, it looks like it's going to happen on someone else's press conference, which is not surprising because that's what we've seen them do in the past.
So what I'd like to show you is my new edition. Microsoft and Rockstar Games are bringing Grand Theft Auto 4, the next generation of the wildly successful Grand Theft Auto series, to Xbox 360 on October the 16th, 2007 in North America, and October the 19th, 2007 in Europe. The first date it's available.
I'm thrilled to announce that Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming to PlayStation 4 this fall. Grand Theft Auto 5 takes full advantage of the power of PS4 and features a host of enhancements and new details for players to discover. Plus, the current community of PS3 players and Xbox 360 players will have the ability to transfer their GTA Online progress and characters to the PlayStation 4.
Now, the reason we're talking about this update today is because this was different earlier in the week. Because earlier in the week, this is what the schedule said. There were going to be press conferences and presentations from Take-Two Interactive, Mythical Games, Freedom Games, Razer, and Capcom. So we didn't know the extent of what the presentation was going to be about. Now we do. And like I said, those are very important topics: diversity, equity, and inclusion. But it doesn't look like it's going to have any games that will be revealed there. Now, even though that's necessarily not great news for Rockstar making an announcement, and especially for something like GTA 6, I think if there is going to be something announced there, I don't think the next Grand Theft Auto game is on the docket. I think it's going to be expanded and enhanced GTA 5, or it's going to be something for Red Dead Redemption, whether that's an online update or whether that's a remaster, something along those lines. It is the newest title after all. That would be my expectation there. Now, since we're kind of on the subject of things potentially happening, let's talk about some things that I saw on Twitter the other day. So this was actually pointed out to me by one of you guys, and someone pointed out that this synthwave DJ slash producer Dirty Bird looks to be working with Rockstar for something, because on his Twitter account, he ended up posting this photo, which was, it looks like he received a fun little swag bag of Rockstar t-shirts and hats and bags, with him replying under that tweet, "What could it mean?" And obviously, all of the comments there are like, you're going to be on the radio for GTA 6, you're going to be involved in Grand Theft Auto in some way, shape, or form. Now, if I had to take a guess here, I would say that Rockstar is just collaborating with people that they like. Maybe this individual is going to be involved in their music recording label. Maybe they are going to be involved in a Grand Theft Auto Online update. As we know, Rockstar is a big fan of and now incorporating real-life DJs and musicians into their updates. So none of that right there would be surprising. A lot of people obviously expect that it is for Grand Theft Auto 6 in some way, shape, or form. Another thing that was interesting that happened on social media the other day, you guys know Jorge Canseco. We've mentioned his name before. On his resume page, he actually had it listed that in 2018, he did CGI work for Grand Theft Auto 6. His character was going to be the Mexican. That was probably its code name. And he did work for Rockstar Games. And since then, we've been following Jorge Canseco because he's one of the first people to just actively come out and say, yeah, I've worked on GTA 6. He ended up removing it, but I think it was clear that he's done some work for Rockstar. And this might be diving into the rabbit hole a little bit here, but it looks like his son is active on Twitter and has been responding to a ton of people talking about GTA 6 announcements and reveals. So if this truly is the son of Jorge Canseco, he seems to be getting very excited about anything and everything for GTA 6. Now, normal people like you and I could easily get excited about that. But if your dad is involved in the project, you might be even more optimistic about wanting the game to come out. That would obviously be so cool. Like, imagine if your dad was in GTA 6 or your uncle or your cousin or your brother. Like, that would be awesome. And him just simply retweeting this stuff isn't necessarily saying like, yes, that's true, but it is interesting to me. Something we're definitely going to follow here. And what makes this even more interesting is Jorge Canseco's dad follows him. So we know that they are at least connected in some way, shape, or form, which is why I think this makes it pretty interesting here. Now, as always, whenever we talk about people on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, you are allowed to ask them whatever you want. That's the beauty of social media, but do try and do it respectfully. Whether you're engaging or interacting with Rockstar employees or whether you're talking to people about Grand Theft Auto 6, we all want the same thing here, and yelling and being mean and nasty really isn't going to help the cause here at all. But anyways, I would love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. What do you think about all the GTA 6 news we discussed today? Now, even the less likelihood that it's going to be revealed at E3 because we know what Take-Two Interactive is up to now. And what do you think about these references on social media? Do you think it's good, bad, somewhere in between? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.